Second map in the second series that these two have played. JDG this time 1-0 up. And really, when you sort of look at them playing ICEBOX, we're straight into the pistol. I'll talk about the whole stakes and all that stuff in a second. JDG on defense though. TEC picked this map. And Abo has gone down first. Surprisingly, Stu, the first time that they played this map against all gamers, had a really middling performance. It's actually JK and Martin it. Kind of saved the day, I'd say, for JDG. And for TEC, Abo was phenomenal. RB was phenomenal. Lockham just on a different role in the Viper that he's used to. Didn't look maybe as good when he's looked really solid for this team as a pickup recently. But you know how it is, ICEBOX can be really slow. And after that first kill, it's been pretty much a minute of silence from both squads. And B executes coming in. Interesting Viper's wall, yeah. Viper wall on defense is going to go over towards A. But this Viper wall's basically making this more of a retake, I'd assume. Now the Swarm is going to go in, stop the plant, 30 seconds. One player, Lockham, has made his way onto the site though. Now RB's lurk actually does catch Viva, despite Viva being a bit more aware of it. So now, suddenly, JDG, with the first kill, were in a player deficit until JK managed to find a kill onto the Harbor over here, I think, after planting a spike. Stu now taking it upon himself to clear RB, but he looks away. The timing literally couldn't have been worse. And now RB's about to do all of this on his own. Yeehao, 1 versus 2. Viper's wall on attack is the thing that's going to be in his face. Recon going to be broken. He's not going to expect the player behind him. But really actual passive stuff from Kawaii. Touching the defuse, seeing if he can get anybody to come out. He's seen one. It was a bit awkward changing the POV there from the observer. I got really confused at what the hell was happening. Didn't know who we were watching there towards the end for a second, but that means that it is 2-1 on pistols. TEC finally picking up one. All off the back of RB just finding these mid lurks. Yeah, there's JK getting one just through the smoke whilst the spike was being planted. The observers are learning though. I know that they speak to like Prius and stuff a lot, so naturally that means that all of the 1 versus 2 clutches are going to get missed. Any buy up at all really from JDG? Just sheriffs, a couple of them. Actually pretty weird more than awkward. Couple of sheriffs still in hands. Abo as the marshal got the first kill. And RB, I guess, with a rifle, probably just wants to be playing in positions like this where if he dies, there's no way for JDG to go and pick up this weapon. And one of the teammates can maybe grab it too. There goes Kawaii. Kawaii only the sheriff, so guns are still moderately fine for TEC. The only problem is that you lose the Viper, but with the Viper's wall over here, like, and the poison cloud in mid, you're only losing snake bites. High Tide actually leaving a little bit of a gap, and the damage has been done. Either trying to avoid the recon dart. I think he did, because Shuya got the kill and there was no silver assist. But good clearance. The rifle has been lost from RB. Surely somebody else is able to pick it up. Stu seeing if he could just get a couple more kills. Chu has picked up the rifle. He's still like facing. And I guess this is just a die to the spite moment. See what damage he can do. Chu is still playing somewhat nearby. Is he going to get hit by the spike here with this rifle? Could you actually avoid it from here? Well, now he can like get out, but if he was like stuck in jail, I don't know if he would have survived. How was the first map? 13-5 crazy? Yeah, JDG looked a lot better, and TEC looked about the same. Tried to play the same, got punished for it. Any chance of elaborating? Not right in the middle of a map. Like, there's the VOD, check the VOD of Sliggy's channel. It's definitely, like, worth watching, but like, RB's trips got broken a lot. The Stu playing on top of yellow. I like that he even goes for a fight before that first ping comes in. Like, it's sheer confidence, but I think it's the right play. J-Kuro does kind of get isolated on his own here with this wall. And now, Stu, is it going to expect people to just walk out on the other side of this? I mean, this is so 50-50. Martin was watching. Martin saves the day. Stu is just dicing with death. High now coming across here. You do lose a bit of information on the mid lurk, so this has to be watched a little bit. You don't know where RB is, for example. Nobody's seen him yet. You just have this turret making sure that, like, he's allowed to sort of push up here. Maybe even get to tube, but the turret's going to catch him here. The turret should catch him if he goes snow pile. Right now, RB is just with the rest of his team. Is that about, like, juggling guns over? RB goes down. That means that, yeah, you've seen that immediately. RB's dead. Okay, there might not be a lurk. So immediately everybody's gone from just watching where this, like, raid boss on the lurk is going to be to fully focusing on, like, this retake A site. Definitely seems like JDG are, like, so much more aware of, like, where TEC like to play. Little gap there for Chu to work with, but at least he gets traded just spraying for the smoke, I'm pretty sure. 3 versus 2. I mean, this high tide makes it more problematic for the defenders here to try and take these fights, especially if it allows Kwai onto an aggro angle like that. Blade Storm's even dedicated from Stu, but somebody has to get on it. Oh, I mean, there's that miscommunication that was coming in. Just enough time. Like, he had to get on it. Yihao had no chance. But I don't know why Yihao was going for that fight instead of Stu, but, like, such an important fight for mine to win there. Yihao's 26 HP too. And that's like against a bonus that they almost lost. Like, they look like they're somewhat saving here. Some buying up, some saving. I mean, the only ones that have guns are the ones that saved them, actually. The rest of just this like an eco. You won the round and they're ecoing. There's that Reckoning coming in on attack. They also are one away from having Abby on a lockdown. Everybody's been cleared up, really. Good fight from J-Kuro, at least. Kwai's the one that's lurking mid now. Maybe could have done better on that second kill. And RB... Good, like, for the last round, RB's with the team. Gets spotted with the team and gets killed with the team. Then you have Kwai going for the lurk on the Viper, which has allowed a giga lurk from RB to go all the way in through kitchen. And they just don't expect RB to be there. So you've got one player lurking, and then you've got RB just RBing his way around. Beaver overbought, it looks like. Yeah, it's weird money. Seems that nobody really made a call on the money. It's like playing ranked. They're using the, probably like using the in-game, like, I think we should save. I'm saving. It's the only way for them to fucking talk about the economy is just doing that. I'm buying. Okay, that's probably the best thing to do with, like... They're using, like, the... like, call wheel. No. 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 所以这一波为了拖时间是一个横向的一个独木啊，并没有去做一个前置点的锯齿。标一个。Oh, he didn't expect Abo, or RB, sorry, to peek him at the bottom. I keep calling him Abo as well, ABO. Juker, snake bite. Actually, pretty good. Cove gets broken too. They see that ABO has actually gone on top of it, and it's a nice peek off of Chuya and Ockham. 2 versus 3. Well, it's basically Stu on site. Yihao is country miles away. Nabi's down, so it's doable. Labo's been looking a little bit better, and he's actually going to push screens. Yihao needs to be ready. 1 good, 1 god. Nope. Saving the up, surely. And I'd imagine... Are you going to chase this? Can't really. Time up maybe for JDG after this? Things could be helpful. Somebody noticed yesterday with Vukashu playing on DRG, he was pinging positions on the map, and his teammates were standing in them. Like, instead of having them as callouts, he's like, just go there. Go there. Go here. RTS commander, yeah, literally. Vukashu is not only fragging, he's playing fucking StarCraft at the same time, I swear. Here's the timeout. Think about right. Guess it's just trying to work out what's going on. Like, Abby's still doing the lurk. You're trying to shut it down, but he's still finding ways around it. Imagine if Vukashu played Astra 2. I mean, I like him on Sentinel for sure. Good stuff from TEC. Was it TEC's attack side that they went up on? No, it wasn't actually. It was their defense that they were 10-2. Could probably double check. I thought I had it on the other monitor, but no, it's here. JDG, Tiny Sports Club. They only got 1 attack round. Yeah, they've got a lot more. You like RB on Sentinel? He's much more impactful, but obviously he can play much more. I think it's like a good position to put him in, because he has the freedom to kind of do what he feels is right. Big ultimate, big utility. I think it's easier to probably play him on that than like an initiator. Stu. Nobody broke it for him. I mean, I guess they were trying. I guess Yihao was like just shooting here variously. I guess the Cascade kind of covers it up too. Recon, at least from Viva, gets a lot of good information, but I would imagine at this point the TEC are aware that they're up against an eco. Which is a lot better than what we saw from JDG beforehand, because they were just straight forcing most rounds. Four times better than the last game. There's RB, lurking from the other side. They even dedicate like the turret and the alarm bot into mid to watch it across, and RB just decides to walk up the other side. Like, it's got to be so tilting that you just have like fully dedicated util to try and watch his lurks, and he's just running rings around you. He's still going. 1 more. Stu's trying to get out. It's almost a turret that could kill him. 1 HP, 4K for him. Annoying ass motherfucker. It pretty much is. Like, that's the only way to describe how he's playing. RB stands for right bastard. Like, he's been a right bastard to deal with JDG.
是的，而且最主要这一分确实就像我们赛前讲到的，只有 Steel 拥有明狙，兄弟们的枪都不是很好。
Right, you got a full buy now. Hunter's Fury, Reckoning, one away from big ultimates. And Stu is on a stinger. He's brought up, and Jikuro goes down immediately. The stinger does a little bit of damage. Well, a lot of damage. He got a person to 1 HP the last round. He's got somebody to 2 HP here. And Hunter's Fury's been used, and Abby's just still walking up to them. Don't you die here, Viva. Don't do it. Oh my god, thank you. And he's too busy fighting for his life in a woman. He's basically, if you fight against ISO, you fight against RB, you're fighting against an ISO's ult. You're in just a fucking 1v1 Shadow Realm wherever you are. And he's still alive. Yeah, there's no assist.
现在 JDG 在暂停回来之后，没有任何的一个收效啊 ，TEC 是完全掌控了场上的局面。对，现在如果打得如此被动的一个包点防守的情况下，是不是要试一下从中路去给到一些压力，来打一些主动的对抗，或者说先抓一下 RB 的位置，不然一直这样。
He's just like dancing around, just able to like strafe and get kills whilst there's a Hunter's Fury just aimed at him. It's a buy at least. It's a better buy, I think, for like Stu now because he is the operator. 5 ultimates almost online too from TEC. Viper's Pit used on defense. I mean, is this going to stop them really? You got the lockdown. You used the Hunter's Fury in the last round, Viva, when he's trying to fight up against Raid Boss. Abo's just peeking over the top. Reckoning 2. There goes RB again. He's out. Okay, this is doable. 4 versus 3. Lockdown used on defense. Snakebite is going to take out Jikuro. 3 versus 3. Reckoning used 2. Chu goes for the peak. Oh my god, this is just...
是的，现在正面是一波2打1，只剩下了 Lowcam 1人的情况下，被全封锁住了，逼在点外，但这个锁的位置不会去找的太远了。对，主要还
Why didn't he go further back?
2个人了。强行去找的话，反而
Did he think that there was maybe like a lurk happening behind?
手握4个大招的强势突破魁父，确实在最后啊，还是被这骷髅给撑住了。
This is a fight anywho.
JDG 终于拿下了上半场的第2分。
是的，这骷髅这一波防守的决心啊，极其之硬。
You think TEC has a chance in play-ins? Yeah, I think if they get there, they would certainly do. Jikuro does 2 kills.
就主要对方的目标太明显了，就是说我回复一开，你去找那杆民居玩去。但是这个我不接招，对，我不接。对，
One ultimate was used there, and you've used 3 ults.
但是 TEC 现在虽然这个枪械人其实身上还有钱，
You got nothing now.
依然还是4大招，对吧？你这接下来
Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. It's pretty much what it boils down to.
反观 JDG 这一边，所有技能是全交。
经济养得好，后续几回合基本上 TEC 都是一个长枪的情况。对。
Go on, Stu. Do something, Stewie.
几根短炮啊！
这明显就是来抓 RB 位置了。但是这一
Great idea to spray it as that poison cloud goes up from Martin. He just knows. I don't like the re-peek, but he wins it, so it's fine. Don't re-peek it more.
很难受啊！
而且他还看到了秋叶，他知道秋叶是往 A 大方向走的。
是的，而且这个点关键，你中点锁住了以后，现在很难做转点。
Yes, here's the rotation now.
随即来到了 A 大。
But they still don't know where this like stack of players is going to be heading. I mean, he's seen the recon. He could have wallbanged that, surely. He just does it for the style points. So I know he's there. I'm going to look away and flick back because that'll look better in the real. No, there's one on site with RB. He is somehow out. 1 versus 5 he needs to win. Please. Please. No. We've already seen Kong Kong win one yesterday against Wolves. Martin's seen him. We've got sight on the Leviathan.
但是他也要考虑这种时间不够了，放全封锁的成本真的有点大。
All right, Martin shuts him out. Good round from him.
而且关键经济好吧，最后还是不想保强，想来做一下尝试啊。
接连的这2分啊 ，JDG 刚刚一直破损不堪的经济是稳固回来了，这个很关键啊，在最后的这几分当中有钱。
That's going to be mad at RB for stealing the Sentinel Shine. I mean, I think like YU and Vukashu are also like some contenders for that role. Just the Jamiroquai-esque slide along from RB, just spraying. Are you rooting for JDG? I don't know who I'm rooting for. I think I'm just rooting for... I'd like JDG to not lose, but I'd be 100% down if we get to a third map. Is this another Wolves? I don't know. I think it's... The teams are too even. I don't think there's really an underdog at all, other than in name.
枪还是有的，这个技能还是全的，关键手握这么多大招的情况下，连续2回合没有一个好的释放时机，然后被对方给清掉，就挺难受的。
Yeah, RB's really like showing DRX up, dropping him. But I think that this region as a whole is a lot weaker than Pacific, right? I'd love to see Stuart in international event. That's the hope. That's the goal. Operator, Bladestorm, still like does 3 ultimates now. I think really if you're TEC, it's like you have plenty of like options to make your way in on the site that isn't just walking with your face. There's a buy, Nico, for at least TEC if they lose this round. Money should be fine for JDG otherwise. They're just going for the lockdown round? Seems that way. I mean, they should do that before Hunter's Fury comes online for Viva. Anything to break it other than Shug Dart lineups? They're going to come in. Nanoswarm, I doubt, because Martin's on the other side. One Shug Dart's been used, so yeah, they're not interested in breaking it. Then why is Yeehao still being caught by it? And then there's the Viper's Pit. You got a Hunter's Fury too. Nanoswarms, are they trying to plant default still in the Viper's Pit? Always a bit of a risk. And only a lick of damage is done to Chuya. Viva's walking in. He has found Kawaii. Nobody's playing with him as support, but at least the trade has been able to come in, but the trade's come in on top of that. And now it's just Lock M. He has the Hunter's Fury, probably what he's playing for. But multiple people are going to peek him out. How do you lose that if you're TEC, man? You have the lockdown, you have a Viper's Pit, and then you just like, alright, see you later, Kawaii, you're on your own. Brave from Viva to just go and peek it on his own, but like, I don't know. Abo also just caught late, like, where are TEC positioning themselves, man? Still, like, this is what I mean. I said, like, oh yeah, there's 100% going to be like an eco if TEC lose it. No, they've still managed to put together a buy with full armor. I guess on attack you can lose out on some utility. Aldron's going to be used. It gets onto Stu. He runs away, runs back, dashes away, goes back in. Man is fucking hokey-pokeying his way in and out, and that's why, because he's able to just get a stupid kill like this. A Bladestorm dashing up. Martin gets another. Still a 3 versus 3. And RB's still alive. Is he doing any crazy alert? No. They're going to plant from under. Oh, it's so good. He knows the timing of people planting in default and then running back. Like, he just waits. He's like, plant, 1 Mississippi, shoot. Recon, is it pinged? It does get both of them, and it's such a clean retake from JDG. Man, imagine Trace, JDG, and like Wolves in play-ins. I don't think we could take it. I don't think we could deal with it.
非常坚决。
是的，他们逐渐的找回了状态，这就是在频频的失利当中，他们现在变得更加沉稳。在面对劣势的时候，他们仍然会去夹缝当中。
Yeah, just wait's enough.
但说实话，这种耐心的打法，其实也就是我们熟悉的他们这种。
I do think it's a little bit of a misstep from Lock M to just try and plant default when you don't have any information on where these guys are. Now with his Viper's wall, even just planting a little bit further ahead. Because he takes a second and looks down to make sure that he's planting right on like the pixel that he can get it on. Now TEC have another buy. They have a reckoning it's going to be used on site. It's going to put a lot of pressure onto J Kuro. All of these shock darts used on attack to just sort of clear some of these angles to make sure that the plant can go down. And the plant still hasn't gone down because of that Viper's orb. They're going for it again. Hunter's Fury is going to be used to stall it again. Like, this is like really nice from JDG. But I think TEC have just splooged all of their major utility. So now going for this plant on B is just way too hard. Like, it has to come in like now or when that Viper's Pit is ready to go again for Kawaii. TEC cutting noise though. Like, JDG are like, oh, well, surely they're going to go back. So no, High Tide is going to come in this time. And a little bit closer, being watched. Good position from Kawaii. Recon see if anybody's up in the high ground. Not quite. Goes for the same sort of play of just taking the up shot just after the plant goes in. And now Lock M still having a Hunter's Fury from 30 years ago, maybe. This High Tide's good at just forcing these players that were just trying to sit pretty in B main to face out. J Kuro. Alright, good trade, so it's looking like TEC are going to have the lead in the half. Although, she's still alive. Pick of the defuse, operator misses, stands to the snake bite, easy kill for Kawaii. Ends up going pretty well for TEC, despite it like looking really rough to be going in to begin with. Yeah, taking 5 rounds, I think, as JDG is going to be like decent. The problem is, however, they now go onto the side that TEC won 10-2 against DRG. This defense really didn't have much breaking into it. Just have to see if these players can like really break on through. TEC only got 1 round yesterday on their attack, yeah, so getting 7 is solid. Did he have 7 at the half? They did. Yeah, JDG have their work cut out for them now, I'd say. But somebody put, if JDG lose, I will eat my mouse and keyboard and record it and upload it to Valorant no cap. Alright, I guess we're holding you to that standard now. You said it. Putting it in a very tricky spot. Also, Jackie Tun, thank you for the community gifted subs. Sorry, it was an hour ago. I didn't see it. There's a problem, like, it's way too chaotic. I'm not used to streaming, and I'm also just, like, fully focused on the game naturally. Yeah, sorry, Jackie Tun. If you're still here, I am sorry. If somebody sees Jackie Tun in chat from any point in the future, tell him I'm sorry that I missed it. Because that is just like way too nice. I don't like people spending their hard-earned money on me. I'm trying to help you guys if you don't understand any words. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be loads of instances of that. Abby's in China now? Yep. When everybody was memeing saying better learn Chinese, buddy, Abby was like, okay. Took it literally. But yeah, TEC's defense side, 10 rounds against DRG beforehand, with a 10-2 half, that they kind of fluffed up. Like, this map basically comes down to JDG won it when they shouldn't have. TEC lost it when they should have won. in their last series that they played on it. And RB stood with a little bit of a gap for Stu. So a lot of these like little gaps in harbor walls that kills are coming in on. Obviously none of them are intentional, but it's just frustrating to fight up against. Good dash away from Abo. Now he has team support. And like at least traded Stu, making this 3-1 on pistols. So if JDG win this anti-eco, which they should, they've equaled the amount of rounds that DRG was able to get. It's pretty easy, I suppose. Yeah, I like it when teams go for this plant as well. It's a very loud, like from lock-in kind of play. I think they quite literally took Loud's pistol from lock-in. Like in the grand final against Fnatic, that was literally the same now that I think about it. And the reason why I know that is because I've stolen that pistol. Viva's the only one on like a ghost with everybody buying up, and he actually finds that first kill onto RB. Tech don't need the pistol. Be an interesting bonus that would come up then. Plan coming in. 4 versus 3. Lost 1 player on Jake Hero, but I don't think he had a proper gun because there's been no upgrade. Or at least like the killer came in was traded from the looks. I was looking at chat when it happened, I think. Should be clean for the rest. Is the caster okay? I heard they had a bit of a cough before, but I'm pretty sure they just like phlegmed up on the mic. How involved are you with the Odd One girls nowadays? I wouldn't say very involved. Like right now, especially when it's just practicing for contenders, like they don't need me right now, so they're just kind of doing their own thing. And just prepping maps. I did see the deadlock EG comp. I didn't see it like closely, but I definitely like caught glimmers of it. 1 rifle, an outlaw for Viva, Guardian, Sheriff for the bonus against a couple of half armor players. So this might be, you know, blasting them away if they're not careful. So is it Chu, ABO, and Lochem on site? Are they all half armor? They are. The only one that doesn't have half armor and has full is Kawhi, who's on his own on B. Yeah, China loves the Guardian.
这张图对于进攻方来说，就是虽然你看似地图占有率小，但是其实信息获取率并不低啊。你像 B 点小房这一块出来，你能看到一个完整通道的。Still 拐角想找机会。
Absolute silence, but there are 3 defenders over here. 1 is behind here, Kawhi with a snake bite in hand. Good fight, good shot from RB. Juno trying to clear this. Kawhi right on the back of this box. Is RB going to go for this peek on backside? I mean, there's a lot of people ready. What was the harbor wall used? Oh, it was just used on the Viper line. Kawhi actually going for more. There's the outlaw. There's 1. Martin actually having it now because Viva switched to the Guardian. That's why. Everybody just forget about him for a second. But you have time. You could be playing a bit more, like, a little bit frag horny, perhaps. Martin just pulled so much attention that they forgot the Viva could even be a threat here. Recon used. Recon blocked either side. Actually, no. Ping's come in again from Viva. Viva Silva's been superb today. I've loved it.
剩下的秋叶和 Locam 都是轻甲
啊，假地想找人，这波要预防混。正面有突的机会吗
Bobble is now. Time is being bought.
打掉了 Viva，
但是1号
打掉了秋叶。
And actually, Yihao clears it up, so that's a bonus one too. Ooh.
而且最重要的是，他的爆拳已经准备就绪了。
而且
Frag what?
这回合完成之后也是形成了一波。
Have you not heard people call it frag horny before? Like that happens in ranked so often. Where your teammates just like, oh, we're in like a 5 versus 1. I'm just gonna push at them because I really want this kill. Or where people over-rotate. Like, oh, somebody got a kill on A and I'm playing on C on Haven. Bye. I'm leaving.
导致这一分在黄箱左右的一个反清就已经决定了这一分的走向。那现在 JDG 连下3分之后，你看现在
It's not even the urge to, well, the urge to stat pad maybe in like pro play, but in ranked it's just boredom. I've heard kill hungry.
他现在必须要考虑的是如何消耗掉你这个爆拳，在下一分自己经济不是很好的一个情况下。
对，你看三水教练这个时候安排的就非常多。其实我们那天也有讨论过这个问题，就是有些教练好像在暂停的时候交流没有那么多。
It's the equivalent of ball watching in football, yeah.
有些教练他会有些预案，比如说 Plan A、Plan B。
In the military, we called it a war boner.
对，而且当对面叫暂停的时候，觉得自己方的一个队员啊，包括甚至在加时赛的时候，只要打的思路啊，包括基本盘没有太大问题，教练是不需要有太多的一个介入的。
是的。 就主要看一下主动喊的这一边吧，战术有没有一个针对性的一个调整吧。但说实话，今天 Viva 的发挥确实是有点破局啊。
Kill chasing is fine too.
看得到这种赛程的拉长。
I don't know where I learned it. I know for a fact I learned it from an EMEA coach.
手感打得更热。
And I've sort of used it ever
比赛
since.
回来第16回合 ，TEC 陷入了1扣局的局面。而 JDG 在这种情况下直接掏出了进攻的明局。
Attack up now, actually. TEC using their second timeout on an eco fully. I mean, the attack up just seems like a nice idea. Very nice idea, but now they know that you have it. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't Sliggy. Don't go accusing Sliggy that he'd come out with such vile language.
前压键再照一下，卡哇伊躲过，
也被找到了。
Definitely mini. It's not mini either.
现在这一分1扣局 ，TEC
Stop trying to like guess game them.
慢慢的被切分成了单点的作战，那都是劣势枪位啊。
现在要看一下京东茂 JDG 现在能不能少掉一些枪。
5 versus 2, very clean anti-eco from JDG. I mean, they lost a lot of 50s like last time in the series, it feels like. We don't have the stats, so it's kind of hard to just track them. Flawless too. Alright, well, you know that they have the attack up now, and they've still kept it.
刚刚叫出暂停的 TEC 是否有些特殊的布置？因为下一分也算是
长枪局了，
对局面上很关键的一分了，在下半场。
这把确实啊，拿到了优势枪械以后，全部是一个远距离。
TEC starting to splinter a bit more, and I guess like RB's not really had much to do. He's 15 and 13 still. This is a quiet game for RB. But like Abo was like going lightning fast last time. Stu is doing good. Mostly just a lack of deaths, I think. RB op, yes. Where is he playing now? He's rotating with it. And pinging B, like sorry, I didn't even see what kind of pressure was put over there, but 4 players on the defense have rotated over. Is it just a recon dart? No, they're clearing mid. There hasn't really been that like mid lurks. Martin did a couple, I think. Up there. Lock M is out. Stu's in. Expects more people to be on site than there are. And I guess like this is like a really popular place for people to play on because you do have this kind of like weird gap that you can maybe catch with bad harbor walls. Reckoning is even used on attack 2 to confirm this. It's looking double flawless.
已经掀不起火花了。
是的，卡哇伊还没有到的时候，队友已经全部倒地。这一回合，
Kawhi saving.
难了，对方来搜他了，不想让保。收一个，
先打掉一个，但是现在
Money, however, is Glorious.
好像有人不太想放他这么保
JDG for the rest.
位置
And you might have to save again.
我觉得对于 TEC 而言，如果调整是一个 RB 的
So distracted by the pencil, sorry.
现在势头正劲的京东茂 JDG 来说是。
I don't know if I can make it like smaller. Like the icon smaller would be nice. Just like it's quite big.
而且三水教练的部署在这一回合。 就是一个动态防守的情况下，好像依然没有产生一个良好的效果。
对，主要还是 Steel 的个人能力发挥啊，率先完成了。
I had somebody for the Pacific watch parties be like, "Yo, can you move the pencil, please?" Because I was like leaving it here.
拼命了。
现在有一些对于 TEC 而言陷入到了一个不利的循环当中了嘛。
Eco, Blade Storm, Stay Bite, Shook Dart. Fighting for this a little bit more. Recon Dart actually like just dropping down into elbow. Kind of nice.
现在就只剩下一个疗拳了，没有任何的远程的一个。
阿伯甚至退化成为了一个标配。
Does it disappear when you put it into a corner? I don't think so. I mean, it can just go into a corner.
没有什么办法了，这种防守现在只能是多人抱团联动，就随时准备。
Surely there's like settings that I can jig to just have it disappear after no time moving.
这种枪械劣势确实太大了。
而且 Jackro 已经开始去进行渗透。
Somebody said about like the attack op. Attack op is just a very popular thing in China anyway. I don't know if it's like Kung Kung inspired. It's obviously made popular by Kung Kung internationally because they did it at champs and the like. But it seems to just be a general popular thing for people to do. And also opping on agents that aren't a jet or a chamber. What a raise op, for example.
看到了一个人，现在只看到了 Martin 一人。
30多秒的一个时间啊，回防可能也得开始动起了。Jackro 渗透成功了，秋叶，而且回防被断了。RB 好。
Alright, Jackro actually is the one going for the lurks. Not quite giving RB a taste of his own medicine just yet, but it forces RB to be well away from the rest of the side. Although 15 seconds, and the plant should be a safe one. It's just RB alive. It's the only like problem I think with like how JDG played in that first series is just time got too low and then they started panicking and TEC punished them. Is that RB from DRX? Yes.
对 B 大再往 A 大走，这种是完全可以预料到的。
I don't know if that's worth a command either. Like I know it's been asked a lot naturally, but just exclamation point RB. Yes, he's playing in China. First series was a throw. Oh my god, I don't think so. I think with TEC being a relatively new team and sort of playing at this level against these kind of squads, TEC made no changes to how they played bind, and JDG could check the VODs, see where they were going wrong, made all of the adjustments that they needed, and happens a lot in the pro scene, I think. Just the teams that are very good in playing in like playoff tournaments, like going to Masters and stuff, are very good at just making little adjustments here or there. I think that's why Optic was as good as they were like in 2022, 2021. Because they were very good at just adding stuff more onto their defaults. Or changing it slightly, making it really hard to read. And like for inexperienced teams, it's like, alright, we've got the way that we play. We've got tournament after tournament, series after series. Like 1 day break maybe at most. We're just gonna keep it the same. Especially, I imagine, because TEC maybe weren't expecting JDG to just outright pick bind against them. They might have prepped their Lotus more. Oh, RB. Oh, yeah, that kind of was. This is where, like, I think JDG starts to look a little bit awkward, though. They're pinging tube. Because they have no alarm bot, they have no turret watching. I'd be very worried about it. Abby's just even going onto the plant. He's just walking up. Hello! Hello! Ni hao! He gets 2, I think. Good round from TEC in the end.
一局带走一人，最艰难的局面当中 ，RB 的一波烟中渗透，帮助队伍终于稳定下来。
He earned it, chat. He actually did.
最为重要的是这一分赢得很漂亮，
We need to like find some common sayings from like other streamers, notably Sliggy, but like we need to learn what melons is in Mandarin. We need to learn what time is in Mandarin. He's on dim chat, see what that is. Make this, you know, it has legs. Is that really something that Sliggy says? Xijian? Is that time? Xijian? Imagine shouting that.
把硝烟无人机给打掉 ，Stu 已经贴到了一个近点位，配合徐泥剑来做前点的一个摸排，再上2楼就大胆的再做一个清点。
4 ultimates on the defense, but that is meant sod all for TEC. It's actually the attack reckoning that's used. The plant has gone in. They used the Viper's Pit over here. Lockdown is now going to be used on the defense. And Martin is just on the spike. Everybody else is going to back off. Martin's like, I'm staying. Tries to maybe skulk away, but it's just as Sabo peeks him. 12 coming in. One fight. Can't win the second. Alright, TEC have fought back a little bit. Look, even here, just like somebody else get the defuse. I've been quiet, I guess, like because it's around 20. Neither of us are getting the lockdown or the Viper's Pit. We've just used them. Shigua. The problem is like I am taking you guys at face value with some of these, and you could be telling me to say stuff like "fuck your mother," you know, in like Chinese. So ask in chat what this is in. I feel like it's just setting me up to have somebody go and say I drink my own piss in Chinese or something.
而且这2分最重要的一点是，他们对于包点后点的一个防守啊。当 JDG 喜欢压时间，然后逐步清点之后，他们的一个在包点里面反清的对策想的是没有什么漏洞的。对，而且阿博也会有一些。
Ask AI then. I would much rather ask you guys. I will just ask Google.
默认之后啊，第一时间的一个判断其实没有前几分那么犀利了。
就像阿林聊到这个问题啊 ，JDG 今天的打法基本上就是在这个时间压哨进球来玩的。所以 TEC 也看得很清楚。 所以你想一下，上一个暂停，三水教练说了那么多话，这一点他
JDG taking their second and final timeout, so for the rest of this map, it's off their own players, own minds until we get to overtime, if we get to overtime. Stew's back with the attack up. Abo's got it himself, starting to claw this back, which is good. I think one of the things like. I'm pretty sure RB was like 16 and 8 on the defensive half last time, like in 12 rounds. And for the next 10, he only had like 2 kills. Feels somewhat similar here, where like RB's like had a good first half and then just a long period of being quiet. I have a rough idea on what that is in Mandarin, yeah. Yeah, brave peaks. But I mean, if there's anything that China doesn't like, it's bravery. And I mean, now, like, money for JDG might start to tank. Gets TEC onto 10. Their money is like pretty okay as well.
然后在中路把明居换到了这个中线上啊，2-1-2的一个防守。
集合回来，这波是要打 A 了。
现在大招也是守方，其实也并不少的情况下，也有反扑的机会啊。第一时间并没有选择孤注一掷的前压来拼枪，
应该要把马尔丁送到一个近点去拍这个全面封锁，因为其实包点没给太大压力的，需要技能来买包点控制权吧。
接下来就要想怎么来买包。
TEC up watching behind. They're really worried about a lurk. Reckoning coming in on the executing again. It's a 20-second plant. 19 second. Is it going to be stopped? Gone down again. Plant. Plant. You got a plant. JDG. You got a plant. They've done it. They got it. I wasn't even looking at the amount of people alive. I was just looking at the time and if it was being planted or not. And actually, nobody has died. TEC getting so, like, trying to waterfall in onto the site so much, and JDG's just like, put it down, bring it. But Abo just peeks in. This is a buy for them, and just look at how TEC are playing it. Throwing themselves in. Does force out, like, the Viper's Pit and a lockdown, I think, too. On the attacking side. The only one that you used is the Reckoning, right? Right, 3 chances. Sand chances. You have a delay. Maybe a little bit of one. We're watching it on YouTube. Alright, Abby gets J.K.O. One Leica shuts down the other. But it's like a delay of 5 seconds. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, Chu is actually stuck in an angle. He goes down, but at least Abo trades it. 3 versus 2. Stu actually 1 health. He's 2 health. So it's not really that much better. Alright, now Yihao 1 versus 3. Abo's pretty low HP. Is this going to be predicted? Luckily, it's traded. Right, 2 chances. On. Is that how you say it? The enunciation of that one is always kind of hard. Plains is going to be stacked. I mean, it's going to be stacked regardless. Just having Trace in there is going to make it really exciting. Oh no, shorty not good enough from that range. What's the health on the recon down now? It's like 20 HP, something like that. The execute for JDG is planned. Really is a case of like when they go, how late they leave it. They're pinging this. I reckon it's going to come in, and it's most importantly going to show the Kawhi's on this box like he was last time. He's been stake bit, Nanoswarm stunned. He's just been shafted. Why was he not expecting that? And now RB's gone down 2. Is it over? Hunter's Fury is going to go into the plant. And they've pulled it back to a 3 versus 3. Oh, and actually Locken has got a couple more. The spike has been planted though, so it's still a post plant. V versus Hunter's Fury. Recon cleared, but pings nonetheless. 1 shock dart used, spraying through to break the cove. They have to, somebody has to like push this, to fight this, to wait for the high tide. Great big fight for Lockham to win. They need to push and fight this. Use this 1 blast, little bit of a waste in the end for Viva. Recon, see if you can maybe get the ping. It's just a little bit too much to the right. And we just saw JDG lose a 5v3 again. Seems to happen way too often with teams in China that they're not. But man, Kawhi just getting caught there, and this Hunter's Fury is everything. Even that was just like a spray through the high tide. 1 chance, Yi. Oh, and we might be going to OT. Oh, Lockham's actually owned him. Stu, though, is still alive. This is where Stu does Stu things. He's run away from his Blade Storm. Is he going to stay here and everybody else is going to run back? Somehow a 3 versus 3, yes. Stu bringing it back. Aldron used in a very safe spot, seeing if there's anybody watching the rotates. They're not. Maybe the Aldron would have been heard here. So actually there is like a question mark now because nobody was watching this rotate. Then it might be in B main. But it seems that TEC are like banking on it more being A. Whether it's from little bits of data that they have, or whether it's just intuition. They've seen one, and I guess most importantly, they've seen Stu and heard multiple more. Oh, RB! Stu in a 1 versus 2, 20 seconds left. No surprise why Lockham's he's pissed himself in this corner now. And I don't blame him because it's now a 1 versus 1. Snake bite lineup. Actually, he's going to bring him down. He's going to go to 9 HP. He's got half at least. And he's not watching. He's not looking, but he whiffs. Barely did any damage to Kawhi. He's sticking it. Pros don't fake. I don't know what that is in Mandarin, but pros don't fucking fake. We're going to OT. Oh my god, what a round to this to end on in like normal time. So the teams get an extra timeout. If I'm JDG, I'm fucking calling one right now. Really well played from Kawhi. That's a Val analysis moment. The first thing he does is mold, the second thing he does is fixes his hair. That's my kind of coach. I can't really do the same, but now TEC attacking first on OT. And Stu has tried to push all the way up, sees a player in jail, can't quite get the kill. Aldron used early. A lot of aggressive, like Viva stood on top of this too. Like credit to JDG to just being like, we aren't giving this up. Yeehaw, the Harbor is pushing up and fighting this. And it looks like this is just ready to like explode out. Basically, these players waiting here to see what kind of utility they're working with. So they'll hear the alarm, they'll hear the nano swarms, waiting for the team to group up, then they can break it, and then they can execute. And with RB like still being alive, like they have to remember that that mid lurk is something that they need to be scared of. So the alarm bot nanoswarm doesn't really get that much done because it's broken preemptively. Nanoswarm thrown in, I think it's broken, so it isn't really able to do too much. Good plant from TEC. 但是这种 B 大包下起来了以后，接下来对于防守方来说解决也挺难的，只能做一个人员拆分，先倒人了。Stu 还在中路附近的位置进行摸排，他可能要去绕 B 大嘛，那队友要为他拖时间的。Viva's just sprayed through the cascade and gets 2. 开始往前去做反清了，而且这骷髅又顶了出来，但是第一时间没有视野的获取，也要消失了。Aggressive angle, I guess, for J Kuro to be on. Planet is actually in a very nice spot, and it's RB versus Viva. He could have stuck it. He could have at the very least got half. No time, though. Oh, just as I thought Viva might have been able... I don't know why he's saving. It's so T. I guess it's just natural instinct. Alright, now it's cooking. For a second, it was a 4 versus 2. Kawhi again! He gets 2 and then RB gets 1 and buys just enough time. Like, Viva just was so scared to go for half. He had to push and fight him. Yeah, Spike Def doesn't count as a death, yeah. It wouldn't have, like, hit his stats, but just like other people are saying, it's just habit, right? I thought the same. JDG 这回合的进攻并没有起得太快，反而是防守方阿伯再次选择了激进的前压。有激进的五甲明居的前压。Oh, casters are going hype. I like this. Abo up on pipes with an op. Aldron spots him, pings him, he backs up. So much of the game is just that anyway, right? Getting that Aldron out early on the attacking side. Never mind, actually, it wasn't he got cleared. Maybe he just got spotted and pinged, and he didn't want to take it. But even then, Aldron out. With still a minute left on the clock. Makes executing either side hard for JDG. And there's just Abo not respecting any of this. I guess you are kind of missing a player to sort of play from belts whilst all of this is going on. JDG a little bit too, like, compact here. I guess both of them waiting for recons to come online. Ping's free. Beaver's going to recon dart as well. There's Abo, there's one. Stu is closed the distance, that's for sure. JDG is still getting a lot of kills. And now what? 2 versus 2? Lightning's going to go in. Nothing can be stopped with it. RB is still alive. Viper's Pit has gone down as well from the damage that J Kuro's done. Ooh, the timing, even the crowd are like, bro. J Kuro's gone down. And RB clears up. We're going to a map 3, baby. Oh, and TEC have just clawed it back from seemingly nowhere. And JDG... Oh, can't quite close it out 2-0. The scary thing, though, RB looks dead. He's gone limp. Third map, though, Lotus. It's a map that TEC absolutely dumpstered JDG on. Aim Jules, just all one out. Lock him, gets a lot. Oh no, J Kuro, he stood on top of the box. He gifts it. He buys that round off JD.com and he sends it to RB as a gift. Oh, that's tragic.